Yo everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play RimWorld. Hopefully the last post-commentary episode, and we start off right away with a raid. We knew the raid was coming, so we had the turrets and the sandbags prepped. We were just waiting for them to start the attack, and here they come. There's a lot of them this time. But thankfully, we do have a nice amount of turrets. Oh, that's someone down. Another one gone. They really try and make it to us, but no. No good. Do have one person over there, but he's a bit too far away, so he gets to live for the time being. And we have a new person here that didn't die. There's like underground body purist depressive. Body purist basically means that if cyborgs annoy her, if she were to be a cyborg, it would annoy her greatly. And depressive means she already has -12 to a mood boost. I wasn't sure at this point if having the having a cyborg in the party would affect her mood. I don't think it does. It's only if she gets one. But either way, as I said, the depressive as well, I wasn't willing to take the risk. Plus, as of right now, I'm kind of, I would say I'm hurting for people, but I just felt like it would be worth to just remove her for now. I kept trying to just click and drag, hoping it would just copy it all, but sadly it didn't. Anyway, secure up a few more graveyards, gravestones, graves, just graves. As our graveyard continues to grow. Do a little bit of turret movement as Ye does a bit of repairing. Things are going well. That was a very nice and simple attack, raid, one could say. Thankfully, the fact that they were tribes people definitely helped. And I'm considering right now making a corridor behind the domes and then increasing the dome space above, so it's all still one building, and mine through. But I'm not too sure at this point. We'll see. We still got loads that we need to do. I forgot to replace the cables there as well. But it's fine. Doing some repairing. And basically queuing up some more mining of... what is this stuff again? Components. There we go. Compacted machinery. Oh, and my animals got sick with the flu. So the flu is quite bad. So it's Blanca and the 2 puppies. And I hate the fact that I did this, but I was not convinced the puppies would survive. So I decided to slaughter them and try and keep at least Bianca alive, so then we could have more puppies in due time. It feels bad about doing so, but I don't know. Maybe I should have just let the puppies not be slaughtered. But they were quick to be dealt with. I slaughter things too frequently in this game, I feel. Although I know for a fact I couldn't have had all those cats. There's no way that would have worked. Yeah, you can see that her immunity is actually building quite quickly. I wasn't sure how much medicine it would take as well. So overall we probably could have saved the puppies, but it probably would have hindered us a lot as well. I don't know. Thankfully, this is a very harsh thing to say. Thankfully, we didn't get too attached to them. Either way, let's move on from that depressing topic and, you know, continue with our base building. Still on the fence on what to do there. I'm like, no, Coco, as much as I like you mining this stuff over here, mine the components. They're the things we need right now. As I still consider to what I want to do in terms of new buildings. But I've decided at least that I do want to build something down here. Because we need more storage, I finally noticed. We're out of storage. And the first thing I realised is I kind of need to move this dumping stockpile. Also, I'm considering now making the freezer bigger, because I've realised that that is also out of room. So let's see, zone, dumping. Nice big spot there. For only chunks. Great. And then eventually those will all get hauled over. Now let's see. I'm going to just extend this out in a nice simple square-like manner. And then I'm trying to think how big do I want. How much big do I want this? And like, damn it! Now I'm kind of regretting putting these here because they're in the way. But what I've done is essentially put it so then they won't re-sow it once it's been harvested. So after this harvest, they won't re-sow it. We'll delete the area, and then we'll essentially then make a building there. Is it trying to, you know, spark some power and highlighting stuff with my mouse. And what I'm saying here is how I want to essentially expand the freezer a few tiles. And I have no idea. I'm probably explaining the comms thing at the moment or something. Who knows? But now we have our research bench, and now we can start researching the molecular analyzer, which will unlock more things for us. And essentially, once we've unlocked the molecular analyzer, the entire tech tree becomes available for us. We still need to research everything and do things in the order, but at least then we don't need to worry about having things. So I'm purposely cancelling things so we can get that little bit in the middle. So then we don't get an awkward situation where we have to destroy a wall to get the wall back because they can't reach it or something along those lines. Either way, we got some more mining to do. Not mining, building. As I take a look and see, let's just floor this bit off. The main reason why I didn't floor everything off is I kind of don't like having my storeroom be wooden floors. I don't really like most of my floors being wooden floors because it helps with fire spread, and with the storeroom obviously being the storeroom, it would have a lot of stuff that I don't want to be caught on fire, as opposed to the other stuff which I do want to be caught on fire. No, but for some reason I figured I'll floor this bit. I don't understand why I don't floor the storeroom at this point. I think it's also in hindsight because I know the other building is going to become my storeroom as well. Okay, I suppose at this point I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing with this building. I'm just building for the sake of... I know I need a new workshop area, but I don't know what else other than that. I'm trying to consider... Do I need to make another grow zone? Oh, that's what I'm trying to do. I want to make a grow zone, but specifically for trees. However, I don't have the technology to sow trees yet. So that might be something we look into at a later date. Because it's nice to have a specific place where you can just harvest wood, grow wood and harvest wood, where you don't have to worry about actually seeking out the trees. Because the annoying thing about trees is that enemies can use them as cover. But if we can control where they grow, and then, you know, remove the other trees from the area so that we don't get as many grown trees, then good things will happen. And I'm a bit confused why John Reese is mining instead of whatever else he's meant to do. I think it was just happened to have a slot where, yeah, no one else is actually doing anything right now. So I'm setting Coco's mining down, turning off the research for Ye and Coco as well, because we don't quite need them. Not with Joe and Crimson. Although Crimson might stick to being the artist now that we have more blocks. Although we don't have a craft at this part. Because that's the issue, is that I would love to have another crafter. That's why I'm sending Joe to be crafting right now. Because if you have a dedicated crafter, then you can have a dedicated amount of bricks coming in, which, you know, is nice. Oh, yeah. I'm thinking it's like where to expand, how to expand. Thinking of like doing that area, but then realize this area here will probably be better because that choke point is a lot smaller. And having them come up there will be annoying if we want to make use of that geothermal vent. So I decided to, you know, let's queue this up. And because it's a bit further away from the base, I decided let's make it triple wide. To make sure that if people try to tunnel through it or whatever, it's going to give me more time to prep, sort things out, because it's a bit further away. Oh, and we have some meat now rotting, simply because there's just not enough room to store everything in our freezer. So we shall then, I basically start on expanding this freezer. And then we have Pistol, who's confused again. But before I actually demolish the wall, I'm going to make a point of changing everything beforehand. But the game was kind enough to give us some extra meals. Get Coco to pick them up straight away. Ye's in a shoot frenzy. Oh, Coco only picked up the one. Another reason why I want to make sure I grab them is to ensure that the animals don't get a hold of them. There we go. Maybe. Zoom in. Yeah, and I also am gonna get another cooler and dismantle the one that's feeding heat into our building. I mean, it's not the biggest of issues, but I kind of like it being able to vent out at the very least. And I'll just queue them up for deconstruction. And before getting yay a chance to do anything else, let's have her build this wall to have the freezer act as a freezer again. So I'm still considering what I want to do. Very confused. I figured with the lack of freezer now, I have less room for the storage, but I do kind of need to figure something out. So I will probably just go ahead and start queuing all this wall for destruction. Oh no, I'm queuing up some cables. What am I doing here? Yeah, there we go. Just the way I said. Because that will give us a bigger storeroom. And also, a lot more room, more importantly. So we've got a grand sculpture. It's very handy. I really should consider prioritizing stuff. Contact you requesting help. She's wounded and unable to move. Without your help, she'll be dead in 15 days. 32-year-old architect. She'll promise to join you if you help her. So I was like, okay, let's see. 0.09 days. That's not too bad. And I'm sure we didn't get the other person at the start of this episode, but we kind of wouldn't. We kind of need to start getting more people if you really want our colony to grow. And it's like I noticed, damn it, this is what I was talking about. It's very frustrating when they miss out the middle block. So basically all I'm doing here is just deleting a bunch of the queue orders, so then they should be able to reach all the blocks. Should be in the keyword. Whether or not they do, no idea. And we'll figure the rest of that out later. And just get her to prioritize the middle one there. And then I figured, you know what? Let's do it. Let's form a caravan. We'll have Ye. She's in a shoot frenzy. John, Coco, and Kat. So it's not a bad team. We don't have many people left to defend us, but we do have Crimson, who's quite a decent shot, and also Joe with the sniper rifle. And we do have a lot of turrets. Sadly, Bill doesn't want to do any work, but it's fine. We'll take a bunch of herbal medicines. And yeah, we've got plenty of food. It should last us the whole trip and back. And let's go. Accept. Confirm. Yeah. Probably should invest in making some bedrolls now that I stop and think about it. I'll try and remember the next time I record, but I probably won't. So I realise now, we have a new person incoming. We need a new room. So let's start working on this right away. So we can get a nice fancy room. I realise as well that the geothermal vent is very close. I'm just like making sure that things are the same size, which they are. Boom, boom, boom. A door there. Just line it up. Boom and boom. And it's like, this geothermal vent's a bit of a pain. No, that's not what I'm thinking. But yeah, I'm trying to think, like, how do I want this set up? Just put some more wooden floors down. I guess I've not considered the geothermal vent just yet. Because that thing is quite big when you get the tech. Which we probably will do because it's very handy. Start doing mass tree cutting to help clear the trees and also just reduce the amount of birds. Ooh. Crimson's got food poisoning, which is never a good thing. But we got to keep going. Even now I'm looking at this new freezer and thinking maybe I need some more freezer edge. And John Reese's hat deteriorated. But it's fine. He didn't need a hat. Cutting some stone, making some stuff, cooking some foods, making art and puking all over the place. Nice and lovely. For the time being, I'm going to just have Crimson focus a bit more on the research. I love how he just climbs over the table instead of going around it. It's like, oh yeah, I'm working on this piece of art. Oh, I need to research now. Just climbs all over the table. And it was such a swift movement as well. Clearly that's not the first time he's done that. Okay, you guys are almost at the site, close enough. Way. Okay, and have a look around. We just have the one person here. Let's take a look. We got another artistic person, but it's kind of frustrating. It's like we have loads of things. She's abrasive, and she distrusts and dislikes men. But she can do pretty much everything, which is not bad. And then I realised that she can't dumb labour, meaning she won't haul or clean, which are two of the most important things for people with skills you don't necessarily want. Either way, it's someone. She has not much of a crafting skill, but she can still craft. So let's go and offer her help. It's all going well, and ambushed. And I'm trying to pause the game, but it was being a bit... I was like hitting the wrong keys. So we've been ambushed. Let's get everyone to move forward. I don't think I had Coco selected there, was a bit bad. So she's only bruised and got a smoke leaf addiction. We'll worry about that later. For now, I want to make sure our group of 4 are fine. Those are the ones that we need to keep alive, essentially, or keep healthy as well. The new colonist, we'll worry about her afterwards. But we definitely got to look after our own first. Hopefully these are only tribals. So it's not like they have their own guns. That's him down. Have Ye move back so then John Reese doesn't shoot them with the shotgun. Same with Coco, just having Coco just be spread out a bit more so they shouldn't crossfire as much. Ye's taking some damage. Looks like they're now fleeing, but for whatever reason they're still being up on Joe. It's like, damn it, don't. There you go. So let's have a look at the damages. Oh, yeah, he's fine. Joe, however, not Joe, John Reese. You guys have names both start with J. It's mean. But yeah, everything's not bad. Let's unforbid everything. And let's rescue. I'm unsure how, if I did this properly, because I think I can just go and leave, and that should be fine. I don't think I need to actually help her recover. But basically what I can do is just put a sleep spot down, and then that will get them to go and essentially tend to them there. Even if it wasn't necessary in order to start moving, it's probably helped her recover, I guess. Probably should have done something similar with John, but John's a badass. We're fine. He'll be good. He wasn't bleeding or anything, so that's okay. Take a moment to look around. You know what? I'll hunt a couple of things. A couple of these turkeys. Just so then we have more food on the way back. Some food, extra meat when we reach back to camp, and generally just gives people something to do while I wait. Of course I forget just how badly damaged John is. He's bruised, but you know, he's not hurt. He's not bleeding or in danger, just quite a bit hurt. Probably still should have treated him. Right, just almost finished with the bruises. He isn't the best medic, but you know. And while we're here, we might as well rename the new recruit, because she's staying and she's going to be, of course, Camarilla. Yay. So there we have it. More people hanging around, joining the team. I'm trying to consider now what to do. Right. Everything's been patched up. I'm trying to look and see. Part of the problem could be the fact that she's out because of the smoke leaf addiction. Anyways, let's just grab everyone. Grab all the things that I want. The weapons, the turkey. None of the people, the tainted clothes. Choose route back to home. 2.7 days. We don't have enough food to go home. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. Because if we've got two slow people, well, one person we have to carry and the other is a bit slow. Plus we're also hauling a turkey with us. So I'm like, damn, we need more food. We're not going to make it in time. So I figured, you know what? Bill can't do anything if this base is attacked. So let's send Bill off on his own. I realize now if he got attacked in the wild, he would be a bit screwed, but I didn't consider that. But when it's just one person by himself, it's kind of they have a stealth stat, which is quite useful. So I get him to take a bunch of food just to there for now. Yeah, and stealth stat, basically the less people, the less you're carrying and whatnot, the visibility, there you go. So he's quite non-visible. So Bill will now go and essentially take some food and we'll have him meet up with the gang. So then they'll have enough food for the trip home. And basically leaves Joe and Crimson to look after the base while they're gone. Surely nothing bad will happen. You can now see we have 3 caravans up and top. Well, no, 2 caravans. Oh, there's a caravan meeting. We don't have much in terms of money, but let's see if there's anything they're willing to trade. We've got some smoke leaf joints we don't really want, so I'll trade them right away. There's not much that they have that I'm actually fussed about. I was tempted to buy a couple of the nitro mean. We don't have enough really to justify buying some components. And you know what? We'll probably just sell the smoke leaf. Take out 30 silver. I was considering buying some chocolate, but I think I don't. Yeah, just do a little trade. Nothing too exciting. Move on. As we excitedly wait to see these 2 dots move closer to each other. Of course, they aren't moving right now because it's midnight. Well, it's 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, and they're all resting. You can see the world starting to light up as the sun starts to rise. The thing I do find a bit frustrating is I can't click on the other caravan and be like, go here, like meet up with them. I have to click on this tile where I think they'll meet. It's a bit frustrating, but yeah, it's not the worst thing to happen. And a nice thing as well, by sending Bill, he's the camp's doctor, so hey, the dog's pregnant again. So having him go and meet up with the group so then he could tend to the wounds is better. So yeah, we've got 1.7 days of food and it'll take us 1.4. So there we go. But I realise now, if something were to happen to John or Crimson, the doctor's gone as well. Which is quite bad. And I also noticed one of the options here is to carry them. Basically, we can decide to just not carry them if we wanted to. Which is kind of mean, but kind of funny. But it's all good. As our team slowly continues back. And this should hopefully, fingers crossed, be the last post-commentary episode of this series. As the next couple of episodes of the mic's all working. So yeah, I'll see you then. Goodbye. Ooh.